so much for joining us. Before we get started, as we always do, we just want to show our gratitude and appreciation, guys. Again, thank you for the support over the years. Thank you for supporting Search for Uhuru. Our Carrotbars partners who are watching this, thank you so much for the support. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the content. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. Also, go to dynastamir.com. Go to dynastamir.com, buy some merchandise, buy some books. Also, join our email list so you guys can stay up to date in regards to what's going on with Dynasty Mir. Also, become a monthly Patreon, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Again, patreon.com, search for Uhuru, you guys. That would really mean a lot. Support Black media, everyone. Without further ado, we have my brother, Fitzgerald Stephens, on with us today.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
And we were just talking, we're big sports. In fact, me and Fitzgerald might need to do a separate sports podcast, maybe like once a week. Just me and Fitzgerald start our own sports podcast show.
I'll tell you what. Let's do that. Let me do that on my channel. You come join my channel.
Yeah. We'll come to your channel.
Yeah, you talk on my channel about that. So that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll come to your channel. We'll just do like a weekly sports podcast. But we were just talking about, again, college football. I play college ball. Unfortunately, Fitzgerald's an Alabama fan, so he doesn't, unfortunately, we all make mistakes, but it's okay. It's okay. We still love him. We love our Fitzgerald Stephens, even though he decided to go to that school in Tuscaloosa.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Is Georgia, University of Georgia, are y'all going to use the COVID excuse not to come to Tuscaloosa this year? Because y'all supposed to play us.
Is it in Athens or Tuscaloosa?
Son, it don't make a difference. It's in the parking lot. But it's in Tuscaloosa. You like to know, you guys gonna make excuses. COVID's a good thing. I mean, there'd be no shame in that. You guys don't show up. There'd be no shame in that.
Oh man, so we were talking offline just about so the MAC, which is like Ball State and Kent State and other schools. They're D1. They're FBS, but they're D1. They're power. Yeah, they're D1. I mean, they're D1. They canceled their season, no MAC football. So we're just talking about, it's just the dominoes are falling. And, you have the situation going on with the Pac-12 in regards to the players who are protesting.
Who's the Pac-12?
The Pac-12 for sure. Stop playing.
I know the SEC. Who is the Pac-12?
No. Oregon, USC, UCLA, Washington State, Colorado.
That's stricter conference. BYU?
No, Utah. I'm sure you know what the Pac-12 is. Stop it. So, they have players right now who are threatening to boycott if certain demands aren't met. So it's just, I think that if college football doesn't happen, this is going to be, if you guys only, in fact, what school was it? University of Texas we're talking about brings in $100 million. No, more than that. I think it was 100. It was something like $200 million per season.
I wouldn't be surprised. They have their own network, like Notre Dame. Alabama should get one, but they have their own network.
Yeah, I think it was like 200 million. Something crazy. $200 million a year.
Stupid money, man.
And then Wisconsin, the athletic director was saying that if they didn't play, it'll be $100 million in lost revenue. $100 million. So just the amount of revenue that is on the line right now, that's why they're out there. And again, I keep saying, Fitzgerald asked me if my if it were Massa out there, would I let him go out there? And I said no. But then I'm like, all these other parents, their kids are out there, like, and this is not just on a collegiate level, also high school. Like, it's like these kids are, unless the state is, I know for right now here in Georgia, because I don't think they haven't officially postponed the season out here in Georgia. I know in California they did, but they're practicing right now. And it's just,
let's play advocate a little bit. Obviously, lives over revenue. Common sense.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, lives over revenue. Is there two? And I'm going to ask the audience. Do a little interaction. So you guys can put a Y or a Y or a no, or a Y or an N for no, Y for yes, or M for maybe. Is it too much hype with this illness? Now, people are dying. I get that, but must we disrupt our whole lives? Must we live behind locked doors and masks and almost like fear and hysteria? It's all, it seems like people, okay, we're going to go out here and everything's disrupted. We'll tell you what to do now. We can't find any change. We're not giving that back. You might have to take a mandatory vaccine, which I'm dead up against, far as with me. I just don't believe in it, not whatsoever. They said, well, if you don't take this mandatory vaccine and we get this crisis solved, you can't work and you can't buy, you can't work or you can't be on jobs. Dang good reason to be an entrepreneur where, because where your choices are not limited. But is it overhyped? I mean, people are dying. My own son has got this, so it's real. Prince Amir has gotten this, but how much do we give up our lives? How much do we give up what we do? I mean, for example, I'm a cyclist, and when out I do most of my riding before I come on to do these programs. Well, the trail was absolutely pounded. It was crowded. I mean, both parking lots was on a Sunday.
You're healing up, like when you had your accident.
Well, thank you. I got had to do something about that, man. But people are out there. And I'm hearing people talk. Okay, well, because I'm not going to the gym. Okay, but I get out there on my bike. I ride about my 22 miles. Feel good. I don't have to worry about a mask. You'll be crazy to put a mask on when it's 98 degrees down here in Tampa on the pavement and sunshine. You'll fall out there. But then you go in the grocery stores like my Publix, like it really kind of hits you. Mandatory mask requirements. Well, it's their store. And how much is enough? A guy was saying when I was at one of my water breaks today, and he was saying, well, yeah, man, he was a teacher. And he was saying, yeah, they want us to go to school and they don't want us to go to school. Well, we got a different type of leadership down here with Governor DeSantis. Believe me, a very different type. And so we're and he said something, Diane, and I didn't even think of it. He said, yeah, this thing's supposed to stretch to a half a year. Ladies and gentlemen, somewhere in my mind, and I didn't even realize until it was said today, I'm thinking like 2021, all of a sudden it's going to be a cutoff. All of a sudden we're going to pick up and life is going to go back to normal. I don't know where I got that from. I just like to believe it. I'm down here in Florida, Tampa, Florida, Central Florida, nice beaches and everything. I don't hardly go to the beach. Right. It's like I don't do a lot of things. And what's done happen, unfortunately, I'm getting used to it. I have my change, I collect quarters and among other things like everybody used to do, I was just telling Prince Amir, man, I'm kind of afraid to give up my change. Maybe it's going to be valuable one day. I'm kind of afraid to give up my quarters because people are not giving up change, giving up back to change. So I guess what I'm saying in there, what do you guys think? Mr. Williams, he said a yes. How much is enough? I mean, it seems like, man, how much is enough? It seems like we're on like scare alert and look like it's really being designed just to push for a mandatory vaccine. That cat Bill Gates, a computer science guy who's giving medical advice, that cat, it seems like a lot of, I just don't get it. I don't really get it. So when do you guys think we're going to go back to normal? See, why are people talking about football? Well, it's coming up on the fall. That's very, very big in this country. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. It's games. It's something to take people's minds off. Picnics, footballs, going to the beach, having a summer. I mean, if the summer's halfway gone, okay, right now, and then we have this disruption, and then right now they're talking about the children get ready to go back to school, and parents are worrying. Okay, do I need to homeschool? If I need to homeschool, that's who's going to watch my child? All right. And if I get sick, and if my child gets sick going to school, I got to stay. I mean, it's just so much. And so, what do you think, Prince Amir? I mean, if I'm not going to say overhyped, but overhyped. what's my take? I would have to be in the inbox. I would have to say maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't. But it has to be some type of normalcy and stuff. I mean, I build my business from home. Okay, my revenue from Carrotbars is derived from me coming home, and I can make calls in my car. I could talk. I could talk to people from the comfort of my home. I could talk to people even on a bike trail and I pull over. So I don't have to physically go into a job. But let me tell you something. If I did, I'll be concerned. I would be concerned. For example, I deal with anemia. Deal with anemia. I don't feel as much down here because it's warm down here, so I don't get as much. I don't get cold as much. Living in this Florida climate, but yeah, dealing with anemia, I have to make sure my B12s and my B6s and my iron is up. Other words, it'll just wear me down. So I guess that could say somewhat a weakened immune system. I have to also look at the fact that I'm 55. Okay, and so I wouldn't want to take unnecessary chances. But then again, what am I supposed to do? Stay indoors all day?
Right.
I mean, when someone, it's pollen season down here. If someone coughs or sneezes, instead of like, man, that's just pollen in there, I'm looking at them like, what's going on? And they looking at me like that. So I don't know what's the thing to normalcy. Should football season go? If it was my son, and I don't care if he was a Division V playing for Nick Saban, quarterback, receiver, whatever. I don't care. I'll be very, very reluctant, having him there. I'll be very, very reluctant letting him go out there and play. I really would, because I'm not gonna lose my child over a game. But then again, I don't know how it would do, Dynas, if he was to really, really push it. I mean, you're a father. If Massa was to really, really pushed up, I mean, we're talking about 6-year-old Massa. We're talking about, about 18, 19-year-old Massa going to play ball. He's like, Dad, I really want to play, man. This is my decision. What can you do?
Exactly. What do you do? I would guide him. I would direct him. I would give him my opinion and my input, but then I'll let him make the decision. Right.
So enough about that. And so the MAC conference, you said, that's one of the smaller conferences. But
still, it's D1.
How about the SWAC? The SWAC conference.
I think the SWAC. There's I think the SWAC council too.
Well, see, okay. I'm not gonna put it like this because we have a lot of our audience that have played professional ball and anything. So I don't want to mean like I'm downgrading any schools like that. I don't want to see it seen like that. So please, if it comes off like that, that's totally not my heart, my intention. But the Lion contracts television revenue follows like the majors, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12. Conference like that. If one of those conferences start saying like, we're going to kind of pull out, and like if Ohio State or Michigan or Alabama or Georgia wouldn't be much of a factor, we're still going without them. say like a Notre Dame, if they was a flex like that, that might be something to really look at. I think a lot of schools would really fall in suit, as far as with that. I mean, and let's just face it, they don't want to turn loose that revenue up. They don't want to turn loose that revenue, They just don't.
Billions of dollars.
No. Okay. Now with people, I mean, I'm interested. What are some of our audience? What are you guys, what are you guys in preparation for? I mean, and the majority of you on this channel are parents. And, and all I can do is talk about the United States. That's all I know. I'm quite sure Australia is dealing with the same thing. Parts of Africa, a couple of the 54 countries are dealing with the same thing. Europe is dealing with the same thing. I mean, how are you guys going to deal with school season? And okay, can many of you afford to stay home and homeschool your children without getting a paycheck? I mean, it's a lot. Are many of you abreast enough to teach your child the school work? I look at some of these kids' work. God, I got a college degree, and I look at my I can see some of my nieces, my niece net work she's about 11 years old. I'm like, shh, man, please. It's been a long time since I've been to school and stuff like that. But how are some of you guys planning on building that? What are you going to do with the income? I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Make sure that that the choose between your child, which obviously your child wins, but you have to go out there and put yourself out there to go to work. And on top of that, they want your child to possibly be set in an environment. And let me tell you something, not less things change since I've been to school. They ain't hardly no social distance in schools. I know you dang sure know you ain't going to social get elementary kids.
All right.
Like little kindergarten kids, they ain't social distance. They're hugging and meeting their friends just like everybody else. How do you do that? No, how do you do that? And the other thing is, hey, let's talk about income. Superstar Bella says it references the 1918 pandemic. That was 102 years ago. I seen some pictures of that they were masked up and it looked like the second wave is what really dealt a major blow of people losing their lives. It was a second wave. Because people have got something complacent after the first raid. They thought, okay, well, let's go back to normal. Let's go back and do what we always did, and they really didn't take a lot of precautions, and a lot of people lost their lives. Unfortunately, I don't know. I mean, what I do know is just so vital to look at options and like, hey, you know what? If this thing is going to go like this, let's go ahead and figure out how to make money. In spite of this, let's go ahead and figure out how to make money and do something for our household. Don Ass, I got a call from a good friend of mine up in Buffalo,
Okay.
Mr. Ripley. Mr. Ripley gave me a call, and he had just took a sweet promotion at one of our phone carriers here in the United States, a cellular phone carrier, and he was saying, man, Fitzgerald, man, he's saying, man, hey, you want to come back up into Buffalo? Because you do. I got something for you. I'm like, no, I'm not coming back up there, man. Dude, no, I'm not coming up. I'm not crossing the Mason-Dixon line no more. I'm in the South. And so he had got this real sweet promotion. And I had talked to him, man. I had talked to him well over 2 years ago when I was lived there. I left Buffalo about 2 years ago. And I was talking to him about Carrotbars. And ladies and gentlemen, he was fighting me. He was like, man, Fitzgerald, I'm good. What do you do? I said, Ivan, all you doing just at saving gold, man. You just transferring some of your money into gold, and just allowing it to go up. Ladies and gentlemen, it was about 1,500 back then. It's over 2,000, 1,500 an ounce. It's over 2,000 an ounce right now. Well, long story short story, he calls me up and said, man, good to hear from you. What's going on? He said, hey, Fitzgerald, are you still doing that gold thing? You still doing that Carrotbar thing? Mm-hmm. I said, yes, sir. That's what I do full time right now. I said, man, tell me about that again. Now, this guy is somewhat a sale. He's a sales manager, runs a team. Okay, and you would think, okay, well, he's pretty good. I mean, wanted me to come back and work up under him, and if I was up there, I would be doing just that. But he's calling, and because and for the man like that to make a call to me, Dinaz, he has to be kind of like, okay, is something going on my income? And I simply dropped the thing in. I said, hey, you know what? You need an extra source of income. Regardless what's going on, you got to have an extra source of income. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting people from all walks of life, so that all professions are coming up there. Hey, you guys still doing that Carrotbars business? Because they're seeing what gold is doing. You can go on goldprice.org and they're seeing what's happening. They're seeing.
One second. With that being said, you guys, in the chat room is my affiliate link, Carrotbars affiliate link. Sign up on that affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. Okay. Again, click that affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. It's also at the ticker at the bottom of the screen, and also will be in the description. Sign up as an affiliate, and we will get back in contact with you. All right, go ahead for sure.
And it seems like people are like, okay, now I need to look at all options. I need to look at things that I probably never would have considered before. And I need to look at, because at the end of the day, like I said, when in the world, in this world, In this world, the way it has become, not the way originally the Lord God Almighty designed it, but the way it has become. When you go out there, people, the primary basic question, the number one basic question on this earth:
Got the money?
Do you have the money or do you not?
Right.
I mean, it's really just that simple. Do you have the money or do you not? And if you're not hustling for assets, stuff that's going up in value, you're not stacking your gold, your silver, your cryptocurrency, your Ethereum, your Bitcoin. You're not getting your real estate in order. You're not getting yourself out of debt. You're not creating residual incomes. You don't have a clean passport in case you got to get gold. You don't have no physical gold like this right here. This is going to become very, very valuable right here. This thing called cash gold.
Right.
Cash gold, that 0.1, that little gram of gold right there. Well, this is gold. People will take this for goods and services. I don't know what's going to happen to the future money. I don't know. All I know is like say for instance, I was talking with Prince Amir, and for our affiliates on the line right now, you want to check your email. You want to check your email for if you have commissions on within your account. You can go ahead and set up your card. It's going to look in. It's going to say from card services. That allows you to set up and transfer your commissions on your cards, and you have the option with doing a virtual card and getting a hard debit card, or you could transfer it right to your bank. Prince Amir, I'm very leery of banks right now. I'm very leery of that because if it happens, a run comes up, man, I want to be able to access my money. I need something that's off the grid. Now I'm really big on my cryptocurrency. I'm really big on my physical gold and small increments of gold on my blockchain wallets and stuff like that, because that seems to be a little bit. I seem to think if they do a little run on the bank, I could be a little bit better protected. And so I would have never even thought about stuff like this probably 10 years ago. I know I wouldn't. It just wasn't a priority, but I'm looking at the world events and I'm seeing so much stuff coming up, and I'm seeing like it looks like they're building the plane while we're flying. They're building the plane while we're flying. It seems exactly that's what's going on. For example, Miss Superstar Bella, good afternoon, and I want to use a couple of your quotes right here. She has said, "The entire situation has made us humans understand that we don't run the earth. We never did. We are just habitants of it. I'm a big believer. It's the Lord God's earth. We just live on it. The virus is biological. I totally agree. We don't get to tell the earth what to do. Great." And then she also said, "I'm afraid this is our new normal." God, I hate you said that, but you know what? I have to agree with you. I mean, it's truth that I don't want to admit this truth, because I just. That is it. I mean, you're right. This is the new normal. Okay. To Miss Superstar Bella, to the audience, to Prince Diana Samir, and to myself, if this is the new normal, then what is our new normal going to be? Our new normal better be we're going to start our own business.
Right.
We are going to start acquiring assets, gold, cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin. We're going to start land. We're going to start looking at other places, maybe outside of our country where we can go in case we have to go somewhere. We're going to start making decisions that it's going to start building wealth, not independent from a job. We are going to look at, we're going to especially look at residual income. We're going to look at it, creating incomes, that is coming to us without being on anyone's particular job or anyone's system on how to live. In other words, we're not going to give the economy control over our lives. We're not going to allow someone else to have control over our lives. We're going to build that. We're going to have businesses that create tax breaks from us. We're going to be able to leave residual wealth and assets to our dependents, and that's what we're going to do. And so that leads me in the introduction. That's what Prince Amir and I have been doing, strongly since last year. especially since last June, by building a that type of business through an organization called Carrotbars, based out of Stuttgart, Germany. Carrotbars is the largest distributor of small gram gold increments anywhere in the world. You already seen that the 0.1 gram gold card I just displayed. This right here is a 1 gram gold 1 gram of gold right here. We can also do 2.5 and 5 grams. Now, why do we want to do this? Gold is money. Okay, right. So what we're simply doing, we're just taking a little bit of our British pound, our Nigerian naira, South African rand, Japanese yen, American, Australia, Guyanese dollar, Canadian dollar, and we're taking however much we want, and we are exchanging that or transferring that into gold. And then we tell other people about that, and they do the exact same thing, and we get paid a percentage of what they do, and people who they tell and people who they tell. We operate in 149 countries around the world right now, and we build a global business by way of a cell phone or a computer from the comforts of our own home. We have no minimums, no maximums to purchase. You know, we have no special license that we have to acquire. All you have to do is be 18 years older. Doesn't really care much about your previous experience. Well, we're able to take advantage of the tax breaks because we have a home-based business. We're able to lead generational wealth. We don't have to store anything. In other words, if you say, well, Mr. Fitzgerald, I want to go ahead and get some gold from you and Prince Dinaz, could you? No, we'll just go ahead and register your own account and do it through yourself, and just go ahead and acquire that through yourself. I mean, the business is perfect right now because what gold is doing. In fact, the people recognize it around the world as an asset. Prince Samir, people getting out of cash, man.
Yeah,
a lot of these banks, you know, they're just they're paying you. If you get 1% on your money interest, just fine. And then what they'll do, they'll take your money and they'll go ahead and use fractional reserves. They'll loan your money out, and they'll invest your money and loan your money out. They get paid like the exorbitant amount of interest. They keep that and give you 1%.
Right.
Okay? If now that I'm a wealth builder and I'm a somewhat more abreast with somewhat more financial education than I used to have, particularly because of this business, and what Ty Best has created through Mr. Ty Best has created through the wealth building teaching system. If I had a bunch of cash, I would be getting out of that. I would have just enough where I can have some liquidity, you know, like if I want to put some gas in my RAV4, if I want to pay a couple of bills, and I would have amount that I need to operate for my general household expenses. I wouldn't be keeping the bulk of my wealth in cash. What I would be doing, I would be acquiring gold, real estate. I would be looking for good investment vehicles that I could park it in, acquiring silver, maybe picking up some hectares of land somewhere in Africa. I would be putting it to work. You know, I just wouldn't be holding on to it because what cash is being eaten alive by inflation, ladies and gentlemen. It takes more of it to operate. So I'll be getting out of cash and putting it into assets. Something's going to make me money. Something's going to build my wealth, not only for me, but for generations. And that's exactly what we do with Carrotbars. I mean, it's so simple. Perhaps maybe it's too simple. Maybe we use quantified economics and variable amortization rates and all that kind of stuff. And maybe people's like, okay, I can understand that. Well, you got your Hewitt 12 packer, your Hewitt 12C, Hewitt Packard 12C financial calculator, your Texas Instrument calculator, and all these steps. Maybe if I said to you guys, it'd be this thing is about maybe $10,000 to join. Maybe it'd be better when I tell you that you can register your account, you register your account at no charge. When you can get you a business package, start like $600 American bucks. Okay, like a silver business package, and you can find 2 people to get silvers, who finds 2 people, how it finds 2 people. I'm getting ready to kind of mess you up a little bit. You can be doing something like the end of 90 days with that formula keep replicating itself. You could be doing something along the line of like 25,000 a week. There's many people doing it in this business. Now we're not financial planners. We don't affect to be, but the duplication aspect that will actually stagger you with your business package. You're going to get some gold. And if depend on what nation you're in, like say like the United States and many people, maybe England and some other partners over there in Europe, depending on how your tax laws, it could actually be tax deductible. You're grabbing assets. I collected this. Started doing this 5 years ago. It's worth more than what I paid for it. Prince Amir, it's August 9th right now. It's August 9th. It's my youngest brother's birthday. My middle brother is March 28th. And so I want, like, let me give him some gold. I've gave him 2 grams last year, and gave him a couple grams last year. Just giving this, it's my brother, and with the stipulation that, okay, you don't sell this, you hold on to it. If you're going to sell it, I'll just give you one of these dollar notes. I'll get you $15 Dunkin' Donuts card. But why? Because this man, he has 2 beautiful children, and this is going to be worth more. When I give this to him tonight, put it in his birthday card. This is going to be worth more next week, next month, and when his next birthday, August 9th, it's worth more then, and then he can pass this on to his son, his daughter. And it's gonna. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is an asset. I can give him the Dunkin' Donuts card, and he can drink his coffee. Big deal. So what? How much does coffee really go up in value? It's a commodity. But I can give him an asset, and he's already pretty savvy. Owns his own business, is a major executive. Down in the southeast. But people like that understand assets, and I just want to leave that out to him. And that's what you want to do. Think about this. Now let's do something real neat right here. Now let's just say you have a couple of grams of these, and ma'am, let's just say like every year you make it your business to get your son and daughter. Let's just say you make your business get them 10 grams of gold. 10 grams of gold, and let's just say you start them off with 1, and for 18 years, from 1 to 18, 1 to 18, let's just say that'd be 180 grams of gold. Do you know what type of wealth legacy you would be leaving them? Just putting a little bit of time. See, we're not talking about great amounts here. A little 0.1 gram of gold, a 1 gram of gold, little hit here. Where are you going to find it? Well, let's stop eating out so much. Let's cut down on the cigars. And Dynas, I've done that. Cigars smoke all that up and ain't making you money. Plus it's attacking my health. I don't really want that. Let's cut down on the movie theater. Well, we can't do a lot of those things anyway. So we've already kind of used to spending that money. So all we're doing is changing our buying habits. We're just putting money that we would just frivolously spent for Cracker Jacks or going bowling or extra order French fries and all that. All we're doing is just diverting that money to build assets for our lives. See, I'm not talking about taking a whole bunch of money and just pop down all one time. You could just save a gram of gold a month. You could get a business package with Carrotbars. You could save a gram of gold a month. You find 5 people who also get business packages under you, who they save a gram of gold for 5 months, and all of you guys do that for a year. And at the end of that year, Carrotbars, you buy one of these 1 gram cards, and Carrotbars sends you free 20 of them for free every month, just by doing what you're supposed to do. You can win everything from free cars to villas to Rolex watches, and then all you're doing is just building your wealth. That's all you're doing, just building your wealth. And that's what we do. And I'm going to just keep it real simple, very, very simple. Register your account. Mr. Amir's link is strolling right down at the bottom. Register your account. Get started. Okay, get you a business package. We recommend getting the silver package. There are other packages like a VIP, which broke Prince Dynas Amir I am. There is a gold business pack. We just get a silver package. Show two people how to do the same thing. To get a silver package, you're going to get commission from that. You're going to get units for that. Although you're going to create residual income. Show those two how to show two, how to show two, how to show two, and pretty soon, you are making literally thousands of dollars a week just by duplicating it with 149 countries. Is it guaranteed? No. How much can you make? How much you're willing to work for? Do you have a minimum, maximum that you got to get? No. What if I don't find what if I don't find my two? Well, there's only something like close to 7 billion people in the world, and with 149 countries, we're covering well over 6 billion of those people. So you're going to find two people who want to make money in this climate, and so you just offer them opportunity, and you just keep. And plus, Prince Amir and I are going to be helping you. The Wealth Builder System by Mr. and Mrs. Valerie Best is going to be helping you. Michael Delco is going to be helping you. Sherry and Willie Brown, they'll be helping you. Many of the leaders will help you build the wealth, because that's how we help build our wealth. We're acquiring assets, and we look at these things like, man, we got to get serious. I mean, even the wealthier entrepreneurs, the wealthy entrepreneurs, we see people like someone mentioned Master P, Mr. Percy Miller. I'm a fan of his. Like the way he rolls. Not bad for a man's probably massive fortune, close to $500 million, when he started off with like a $10,000 insurance policy that his grandmother left him, and he parted that into $500 million. I can say that's a man that could teach me something. I'll sit down and keep my mouth shut with him. I'll listen to Sean Combs. Came out of Howard University. Start doing a couple interns. And parlayed into Bad Boy Records and its Ciroc liquor brands, and it's a Sean John clothing brand. That's an entrepreneur. I'll listen to a guy like Mr. Curtis. I believe we call him 50 Cents. Kanye West. I mean, although these guys were seen like flamboyant, but business acumen, you can't deny it. So many people are taking advantage of the market and what's going on in the market and building great fortunes. And you can too. You can too. But Mr. Black Mamba put, is it possible to join from Europe? Absolutely. We're all over Europe. Absolutely. We are all over Europe. Prince Amir and I have teams in London and Switzerland and Turkey. Where else we got? Well, all throughout Africa. But we're just talking about most. Oh, we have one in France and Germany. I mean, sometimes it's not necessarily us going to go get these individuals and our partners. Sometimes it's someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone within our network, and they happen to acquire the partners. But because they're in our organization, we're able to benefit that. You're able to benefit from that too. So Prince Amir, the important thing is for people to get started. I think that's the biggest step. I'm an athlete. I'm a cyclist. I've been an athlete for a long, long time. And the hardest thing about working out is getting started. The hardest thing about riding a bike is taking the bike to the trail and pulling the bike off the rack and getting started. Yesterday, I couldn't do that. I went to the trail yesterday and I looked around. It looked pretty good outside. I thought maybe it's going to rain. I drove all the way there, take my bike off, didn't do anything. Today I went there, took the bike, and I just started pedaling. And I just do just a little bit at a time, Pretty soon I've ridden about 22 miles. And that's the thing like that. You just get started. You just register your free account. Get your silver business package. You can get a gold or you get a VIP. The higher package you get, the higher your payout. And just start looking for two people. at a time, 2 people. Now, do you want to talk to more than 2? Absolutely. Absolutely. Prince Amir is personally registered about 644. I personally registered 127. So but we're looking for 2 people, and those 2 people, you show them how to help someone get a silver package. 2 people how to get a silver package. Another 2 people how to get a silver package, how to stack their gold. And pretty soon you'll be in a position like myself where you got close to 12,000 affiliates around the world doing this. Okay? Doing this, giving you a residual income, getting paid in euros, and your business is expanding even when you're sleeping. And it is just that simple. Prince Amir, man, I've said a lot. I want to really open this up to some questions. As a matter of fact, man, if you don't mind, I want to take this 15 minutes, this 15-20 minutes. Let's go ahead and address some questions right here. Let me stroll up to the point. Mr. Wonder China said, honestly, I can see the Korean or Asian in you when you smile. Yeah, we did a thing on ancestry.com. Seems like I have an ancestor like of Asian source. That's why you see like the red tint and the eyes look like the older I get, the more that comes out. My mother, she looks pretty much all like pretty Asiatic, long like Indian hair, natural hair. I used to think we had Indian in our blood, like a lot of people say, but unfortunately, according to the DNA, it's Asiatic. And I have my great grandfather, Bass Stevens, who we get our name off. He's a Caucasian brother. And then we have on my mother's side, my grandfather, he's Nigerian and Benin. So I have a whole bunch of collage and mixture here. Well, I appreciate that. Mr. Anthony Jackson said, HBCU games also canceled too. Yeah, people are going to fall in the suit right there. And so just type your questions that you want to, what we're talking about. I'll be happy to open up the floor and address it as best as I can. Black Mamba also, is Carrotbar like a crypto bank? Well, we have our own blockchain currency. We have our exchange. It's called Carrotbit. But is it like a crypto bank? We have cryptocurrency. We have cryptocurrency that you can acquire. You can acquire that on the open market. But is it like a crypto bank? Not necessarily. It has a system that allows you to acquire gold. But for example, one thing that I can say would be like a crypto bank, we have a system in there called CarrotPay, and that's free to you when you register. CarrotPay, think of it like a Google Wallet or PayPal, but instead of you using like Visa, MasterCard, and cash things, you're using gold to pay for goods and service. For example, Prince Amir has that great T-shirt on, that book right there. Please go out there and get one. And Prince Amir, we can have him set up his a CarrotPay account, and then I can literally pay him in gold for his services there. I could transfer gold from my account to his account, legal tender, and he would take it all day long. So that's kind of off the grid, and we're kind of cool. We're kind of feel good about that because it's not subject to the U.S. bank code, the SWIFT system, where someone could just, okay, I'm seeing little suspicious activities. I don't like the way you guys doing. I heard Mr. Fitzgerald saying, he went to Alabama and I'm a Georgia cat, so I'm going to shut his stuff down and a couple of buttons like that. Poof, you can't use your card. It happens all the time. You ever heard of sanctions? That's when a country's assets are totally frozen, or countries or individual assets are totally frozen. They can't get to their own money. But if you have something not in that system, runs off the blockchain, or you have a wallet to wallet transfer, it's kind of difficult for someone to do that. See, I got gold with me. I could take gold with me. I could take euros with me on my MasterCard. This independent, all those systems. I can take cash off of this. I could have physical gold that I have an access to. I have my cryptocurrency. So I'm setting myself up in my future up a little bit differently, as far as when I normally did before I heard about this. So Carrotbars has created a new financial system based on gold. Let's see. Mr. Black Mamba said, I'm new to this, just curious. I'll check your website after this stuff. Great rising back to you too, my friend. For any of those who want to know more about the opportunity, you can just go ahead and log on to the realmoney.info. But be careful when you're letting your research, which is a fancy way for saying most of you guys are going to go on Google anyway. Be careful when you let your research get in the way of your production action. Any great adventure, any great endeavor, someone has to start first. I registered my account before I even knew what the heck I was getting in. I registered on the strength of Michael Delco, a friend of mine who brought me into this business that I've been knowing since 1998. And I went to work because I already knew that I had to have more streams of income besides my job. I knew that wasn't getting me anywhere. So I'm not even going to say taking a chance on myself. To me, taking a chance is working for someone else to let them determine your paycheck. So I just went to work and I just started building. Anonymous user, Canada. Yeah, we're up in Canada.
Yep.
Black Mamba said this, and this question relates to everyone. Yes, Mr. Fitzgerald, first step. Mr. Black Mamba and everyone else, the first step is register your account. You will find there's no charge to do that. Okay, everyone in the world needs a gold saving account.
Right.
Now, it's easier to set up than what it is to set a Facebook account up. Then once you get your account set up, you're going to get an email from Carrotbars. You click on that and you verify your account. Then you're going to get a call from Prince Amir. It's welcome you to your team. And then Prince Amir he has about maybe like an hour or 3 hour window from the morning to the afternoon. He shuts down like a little bit like a 10 something, because he's doing his other videos on Search for Urus. That's one of the reasons why we recommend that you give me a personal call at 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. Then I'll show you, I'll guide you. I'll show you how to acquire your package. I'll answer your questions. I'll get you plugged into Wealth Builders. I'll get you plugged on the Telegram app when you're going to get the training and the teachings parts of what we do it here. And I'll hold your hand, and show you how to build a profitable business. Excuse me, guys, like that. We'll get ready to have another thunderstorm down here in Tampa.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought that was like you scratching.
No. In the summertime, man, it rains down here so much it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Put that on the brochures. Okay. Kravitz Trap. Yeah, we heard from you about 2 days ago, and so I'll just ignore your stuff. Black Mamba, do I get commission and such? Yes, you get your commission is paid to you in euros, depending on the production of your team. And I know we got more people out there in besides Black Mamba, but he's asking some great questions. You get your commissions in euros, and most primarily in euros, and you can also get paid in gold. You get paid in gold in euros. So the higher the package, the more your commission payout is. But we're just basing our scenario right here on the silver package. As far as like that. Do you want to grow up more? Absolutely. Prince Amir and I are VIPs. Why? Because we want to maximize the compensation plan. Right. We're looking here, and let me see who else. Okay, Mr. Mike Ship. No one ever talks about silver. Well, sir, I went over silver about 3 times in the show, but I think it's a great buy. I mean, about $29 an ounce, and remember, we're talking about residual forms of income. Carrotbars will create you a residual income, bar none, a very beastly residual income. But my thing with my Carrotbar income, residual income, is to get into other income streams. Silver is definitely what I'm looking at. So silver is a great buy, and I highly recommend getting that. So because you cannot, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot have enough residual incomes coming in your household. I mean, right. For example, my brother over there, Prince Don Asamir, he has 4 that I know of. Probably looking to create a couple more. He has his Carrotbar business is doing pretty smooth. He's an author with his books. That T-shirt he has on, that's 3.
The tours, but that's kind of
he has a touring company. That's 4 that I can think of. And so and I'll just ask him right now. and you guys you guys hear the answer. Prince Amir, are you satisfied with? Do you have enough residual income streams coming to your house? You can never have enough. You can never have enough. I personally want to have at least 7 coming into my household from somewhere from real estate, the precious metals to artwork, the silver. I want to have at least 7, maybe even some type of retail. But I want to have. I don't want to work. I don't want to go out there and actually have to go work for anyone. Okay. Well, I'll answer this one. A cabbage trap. Why not direct into ClickFunnels? Why, Amir? What are you trying to sell? Okay, Mr. Trap. ClickFunnels is pretty good, I guess, but it's a cost to it. See, we build our business by the most powerful form of advertising, word of mouth. That's it. People trust people. I got into this business because of a gentleman who I trust, with Mr. Michael Delco. Prince Dynas Amir got into the business, a gentleman he trusts, Mr. Fitzgerald Stephens. Word of mouth relationships, and that's what it do. And that's the most powerful and the most cost effective. Why would I want to play ClickFunnels? I'm only looking for a certain type of people, a person anyway. Number one, are they interested in making additional streams of income? Okay. Number 2, they keep their business options open. Number 3, are they willing to work for it? No, so very, very simple. But I guess you could use ClickFunnels. But this business, the highest paid compensated people, and Mr. Michael Delco is one within Carrotbars, one of the highest paid in the world, along with Miss Shirley Goldberg. They don't use any of that. Miss Tammy Morrison, they don't use any of that. So we like to do what we know is working. Now, if you want to do that, I will tell you this, Mr. Trap, it's your business. It's your business. You don't work for us. We don't work for you. If anything, I consider myself working for my team more than they work for me. But it's your business. You can do whatever you want. So not opposed to that at all. Manny Imimi, watching from the UK. Greetings to the wise one. Well, thank you for the comment, my friend. And we have a team already over in London, and we would love to have you on the organization. Registering Prince Amir, we have a growing team over this. So, matter of fact, so much so that come looking like next year, and definitely next year, either Prince Amir or myself are going to be heading to London to do some teaching over there.
I gotta get to the UK.
We got to get there. Plus, but the fact of that, he has a big following with Search for Uru over there too. So yeah, we have a nice little Carrotbar team over there in London, growing one up in France, in Switzerland and Turkey. So one of us planning on being there so we can do some teaching. And I'm sorry about this lightning and thunderstorm here. Let me see what else. And that's about it. Mostly Mr. Black Mamba and I see Mr. Ship are giving questions, but we still have a few more minutes. Usually we do that. I want to cut off at 60 minutes, so that's about 7 minutes. Many and Mimi just joining. What business can I invest in with trust? Well, this business has been operating, Mr. Manning, since 2011. The gold can be shipped directly to you. This is actually in my hands. I could go get my other portfolio out, but I decided against that because it occurred to me, why the heck I keep flashing gold and I'm coming on TV like that? That's not wise. So I stopped doing that. But I can get a hold of it. Okay, you have the option to have this gold shipped directly to you, or you can have 100 grams of gold stored in your gold savings wallet in Stuttgart, Germany, for free. And then when you get close to 100 grams, you could have it shipped to you. You can have it shipped to you, however much you want. I recommend that you don't ship that when you get in 20 gram increments. Then you ship it. Why do I say that? Because here's why I say that. They would take this. If you ship one of these cars right here, they're going to ship it like this. They're going to ship it in this box, and they're going to ship this, and this is going to be about 25 something euros. If you get one, it's going to be 25 something euros if you get 20 or 25. So therefore, I will wait until I got more grams, and then I would ship that just to avoid the international shipping fee. But that's how it comes. It comes just like this, and they ship it. The FedEx will deliver it directly to your house. And then the fact that we operate with 149 countries on Fitzgerald, why do you keep saying that? Because I want you to know that you have no geographic territories. You're practically unlimited the amount of people you can reach.
Right.
You know, what's going to be the worst thing that's going to happen to you? Let's check this out. What's the worst thing that can happen to you? You have a whole bunch of gold in your coffee can. You have a whole bunch of gold up under your spare tire or wherever you want to keep it, or your safe deposit box. What's going to be something that everyone can understand, that it can be a willable part of your state. And so you're running a business from your cell phone. Okay, let's talk coronavirus. We start talking about that, and we start to mention about what's this doing to the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to leave my house to do this business. I'm literally Prince Diane Samir talking to our organization all around the world. I'm in Tampa, Florida, sitting here at a rainstorm. He's up in Atlanta, Georgia, and we do this 6 days a week. Only day we take off is Saturday. And as a result of him doing that, he and I both have built an international global team. Okay, and that still keep growing with or without us. And now, so we like to think that we got something of value to do that. Let me see. Mr. Mark Ship, I'll just read this. I understand. I'm doing the same. Have a business started over there. Let me know if you want to connect and do business at Black Mamba. Great. I love connections like that. And we are looking for savvy business partners, because you know what, I have learned in my time, short time of spending on God's earth, no one builds great wealth alone.
Right.
You have to have partners. You have to have partners to be in business with, and you definitely have to have partners to learn from. So no one builds it alone. So you got to have a network. The wealthiest people in the world create networks that other people work for. So you have to have business networks. You have to have social networks. You have to have, if you want to achieve physical goals, you have to have a health group network. You have to have a mastermind network. You have to have this. If you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find another person.
Right.
You're the sharpest knife in the drawer. You need to go get more knives. It shouldn't be all dependent upon you. If your business is dependent upon you, and if you're replaced, everything falls apart. That's not a smart business model. What you want is a business of leverage, where you have more than just you helping build your wealth. And so you want sharp, like-minded people who simply want something. I don't care about your education. No, I don't care about your education. I care about education. I respect education, but I care more about what your drive is. I care about what your goal. I care about, do you have written goals out? What's the money for? Are you willing to work for something? What's your heart? Are you one of those individuals? It has to be all about me, mine, and I'm going to step on anyone's neck to get what I want, and other people be damned, and it's all about me. Well, dude, I ain't going to work with you. I don't care how sharp you are. I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I apply the philosophy like my granddad has taught me years ago as a young man. You see a fool in the street, you leave him in the street. I'm not interested in working people like that. But a Prince Samir said, hey, Fitzgerald, I'm looking to acquire land in Nigeria, which he has told that to me. And I simply asked him, what is the amount we need? And he gave me that figure. I said, okay, this is how we can work together to get it. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever you want. Dinas, go ahead and help me out. African Vanguard, probably one of the best questions I heard back here. The worst thing that can happen is a chargeback. No, sir.
It's no chargeback.
No, thank you for bringing that up. The worst thing that can happen is a chargeback. African Vanguard, both Prince Dinas Amir and I used to be insurance agents. We are very, very familiar with the terms chargeback. No such thing as Carrotbars. You get your gold and people get their gold. It's a non-refundable policy. That's stayed up in the front. You got your gold and people paid your commissions out. You're paid. You're paid, and there is no chargeback. That's none of that. But excellent question, because I know about that chargeback, man. Sometimes I used to sometimes I used to go tell my wife I didn't have a check, because I would get paid Thursday from this insurance company I work, and unbeknownst to me, a couple of people that have cancel policies, and they took that out of my check without informing me, and I found out that sometimes I didn't even have money. So I know what chargeback is, and that's very prevalent in a lot of sales, insurance sales, and high-end sales like that. So no, we don't have that here. Thank God we don't. But great question. I love that. Black Mom again. He said, no, he's talking to someone, so I won't read that. Okay, Black Mama, step on my brother's neck. Nah, I'm too African for that stuff. Then you and I can work together, man. You know, then you sound like the type of person, hey, you join up, and dude, you can personally call me on my personal cell phone number, 716-573-6296. That's what I'm looking for. That's what Prince Amir looking for. We work on empowering the collective, the diaspora, the brotherhood of man, and that includes woman in there. We're looking to help people. We're looking to help people come up. That's what we're looking for. And you know what? We're that guy over the wall reaching our hand down to help pull you up. We're not that guy standing on your shoulders and pushing you down where we can get up. That doesn't work in God's universe, so that has no, and I detest people like that, always have. I mean, it has to, there's enough success out there for everyone. And there's enough wealth out there for everyone. I truly believe that. It's, and so we can do things in a different way. Please put Mark Ship said, please put up the videos where you talk about silver. Sir, I don't have any videos with silver. Carrotbars deals with gold. I guess you could do a Google search right there, but that was just a thing that I was putting out there. Mike.
Silver. All we said was silver is also a good.
It does. So you have to look at that. That seems to be it, Prince Amir. I think I addressed everything. What I'm trying to do. The important thing is to get started.
Right.
What I just did is got started, ladies and gentlemen. I got involved in this at 50 years old. Now, let me give you a little bit of background about that stuff. About background. I'm a college graduate, University of Alabama degree, BA in international advertising. Okay. I have somewhere along the line of 25 years of marketing, sales, and people relations experience. I build networks. I used to go out and I used to go out and go and help people build their businesses in the sales capacity. Okay. I'm the oldest of three sons, born and raised in Southeast Alabama. What else? Nothing really pretty much fancy. Grew up on a farm. Nothing really fancy. Just have a hunger to have my own business, just to be free. And I'll just have a hunger to do something. At 50 years old, I was broke. I had the title, and I had the nice smell good colognes, and I used to have the nice haircuts with the crisp lines. I got to get one again now. I don't got it right now, but I need to get one. I talked well, and I presented myself well, and I was a great worker, and I worked hard. I rarely called off. I was good, but I wasn't getting anywhere. My wife and I, when this was first presented, we was in a 1-bedroom apartment up in Buffalo, New York. We had lost the home, because we didn't have enough income. When the bottom fell out like 2008, we was making $70,000 a year in a 1-bedroom apartment. I drove a 1995 Toyota Camry, close to 300,000 miles. She had the better car, a 1999 Toyota Camry with over 200,000 miles on it. And when we wasn't taking exotic vacations, we wasn't going on cruises every year or anything like that. But we was broke. We couldn't miss a paycheck. Even with that income, with $70,000, because we didn't have a business, ladies and gentlemen, we were only bringing home close to like maybe 42,000 out the 70, because taxes was blasting us, just like it does to many of you. As a regular employee, you pay close to 40% of your income in taxes. and they make you think they're doing you a favor by giving it back for a tax refund, and all that stuff. So we wasn't getting anywhere. So when Mr. Delco gave me a call, and I had just had a question with her. I said, baby, we did $70,000 last year. Where did the money go? I couldn't account for it. We wasn't frivolous spenders. Fortunately, I was blessed with a wife that she was low maintenance. She didn't really need huge houses and all that kind of stuff. Although I got that for her, didn't need anything. But we wasn't getting anywhere. That's my point. We wasn't getting anywhere. But I was getting older, and I knew I couldn't continue on like this. So when Mr. Michael Delco called, I was like, my God, send me a business, send me something. There has to be something out there. So when Mr. Delco said, hey, Fitzgerald, I have this business that deals with gold. All you got to do is register your account. I said, sign me up. The link that you see down there with Prince Amir getting in his business, I didn't even fill out my own link. Mr. Delco did that. And I went to work. I got me a business package, and I got my wife a business package. Okay. And I went to work. And I started showing this, and I started telling people. One of the first men I called was Don Samir. And believe it or not, I had to convince one of my best friends, one of the closest men in the world to me. I had to convince him to get in and build wealth for him and his son. He just wasn't understanding it. The time wasn't right, or he felt that because he had his great job, he didn't need anything like that. And maybe, he felt like he was good. Okay. And so I started off at zero. The first person I sponsored was my wife. Okay, that was almost 6 years ago. Talking to people, sweating up, taking a lot of no's, saving my gold, collecting my stuff. Well, lo and behold, a couple of years later, I sit on a global organization, close to 12,000 affiliates around the world, saving in gold. Not for me, building wealth for them, but not for me. They're building wealth for their families. I got into that, and stuff, and then we just kept start taking it from there and expanding. And now I have more gold. I didn't have cryptocurrency. I have more cryptocurrency now. I have euros now, and I have cash now, and I'm building wealth. That's what it's about, building wealth. And, and now I'm not worried about, what happens if I get 65, because, over in this country, Prince Amir, they're talking about getting rid of Social Security.
All right.
I'm a baby boomer in my age bracket. Maybe to still be here, but younger generations coming out, probably Prince Amir, he probably won't see it. He probably won't see that. And then I couldn't trust in the jobs. Now the job situation was like a gold mine compared to where it is right now. We weren't dealing with a lot of things. So I had to be proactive in my future, ladies and gentlemen, just like you have to be, and staying still was not an option. I didn't have a lot of money, nor did I have experience, which was one of the big things that helped. I did have two businesses that I lost before, and I lost them primarily for this reason. Number one, I really didn't understand that market. And number two, I didn't have enough capital to keep me when the hard times go. Well, Carrotbars eliminates all that. You start your business up for like $600 American one time. That's it. And you want to go up higher, you do go up higher, and you just start talking to people. You don't have no inventory. You run it out your home. You run it by way of a cell phone or computer. You start getting tax breaks, for even including your cell bill, a portion of your home if you want to, and you just start talking to other. And the way you talk to people is simple as this. I'll demonstrate it. You can do this. If you can't do this, then this show is not for you. If you can't do what I'm getting ready to show you, it's not for you. Prince Amir, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, good. Great, man. Hey, listen, real quick. Do you look for ways to make more money, or you keep your business option open?
I sure do.
Hey, great. I'm gonna send you my video, my business video. It's called therealmoney.info. Do you prefer if I text it or email it to you?
Text it.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna follow up with you. Let's just say like 9 o'clock tonight, or could we make it 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon? Which is best for you?
9 p.m. tonight.
Okay, hey, I'll be right on there, and I'll just go ahead and give you a call. I'm gone. What did I explain to him? Nothing, because the video is going to do everything. Okay, now then when I call him back, here's my 2 questions. Hey, Prince, how you doing there?
I'm well.
Good, good, good. Hey, real quick, did you look at the video?
I did.
Okay, right on, right on. Okay, do you see an opportunity for yourself?
I do.
Great. Let's go ahead and get your business set up and registered. Okay, after walking through that, you're going to get an email after you fill it out from Carrotbars. Click on it to verify your account. Hey, Prince Amir, I am going to call Mr. Michael Delco. Mr. Delco has built a global business and has a lot of success within this business. Just want to introduce him to you. So I call him. I don't ask Prince Amir's permission. You got to run your thing like a boss that you are. Mr. Delco, how are you doing? Great, Mr. Stevens. How you doing? Hey, I have Prince Dynas Amir. He just registered in the business. Just want to introduce him. I put my phone on mute. Mr. Delco talks to him, help them with everything, and I go on to do the next one. My next thing is to plug into training where I can learn how to do what he do. Can you do that? Can you ask someone that they keep their income options open, they look for other ways to make money? Can you do that? Can you text or email them a video, therealmoney.info? Can you ask them, did you watch the video? Can you ask them, do you see an opportunity for yourself? Can you tell them, let's go ahead and get your account registered? Can you make a 3-way call and have someone else talk to them like myself or Prince Amir? Congratulations, you can build a global business that can literally make you thousands of euros a day. That's how simple it is. You're saving your goal, you're telling people, and you're making money. That's really the simpleness of it. And so we appreciate it. Don't have to be complicated. It don't have to be complicated. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. And Mr. Black Mamba, to quote you again, yes, sir. Respect your hustle, Mr. Fitzgerald. I appreciate it, man. But Mr. Mamba, it's really interesting. It's simple with me. You know, man, it's storming like a dang miniature hurricane out here my window right now. I like being indoors. I like being able to talk to you nice people, dry, having lights on. I like going upstairs and having stuff in the refrigerator where I can bake me some chicken after I leave here. You know, I like having gas in my car. You know, I like to know that if my mom said, hey, well, son, how you doing? I want some chewing gum. I want a care package, because mother likes to get packaged. I like being able to go down there and put her care package and send her what she wants. You know, I like being able to see my friend Prince Amir, you know, where we can shoot the breeze and just fellowship. But you need resources to do all that. So I figured out, okay, if I got to get resources, let me do it in a way that's best for me. And what's best for me is to duplicate my time and help other people get resources, which automatically helps me with mine. Well, I tell you what, thank you guys all for the great things. Mr. Kravitz Chap, man, hey, I like the way you done changed your vibe now from since 2 days ago, man. The way you are right now, very, very respectful. And you know what? And let me put this on me, man. Let me put this on me. Maybe I just wasn't speaking your frequency. Maybe I just wasn't getting through. I'm not so big a tripping that say like, oh, okay, everybody else ain't saying nothing. Maybe I wasn't getting through, but I appreciate you know that that you're actually saying that, man, and we want to work with you. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to get out of here, man. It's lightning crazy up in there.
Yeah.
You know, and so Prince Amir, do you have anything to add, or man, or what can I do to serve you?
I mean, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My affiliate link's in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. It's also scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and also will be in the description. Everyone, thank you so much for joining, and we will see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.